Alright everybody, welcome back to the Dragon's Library. So, we are back here, and...
This wasn't part of the ritual.
Yeah. So, I made a bit of progress. We're no longer in that creepy house anymore. Not trapped in eternal whatever the hell was going on in that creepy-ass place. So, you know, we're going to make some progress today in Occultist. Also, I think this game might be kind of short, because I checked the achievement list, and I have, like, 7 of the 24 achievements already. So not counting for, like, collectible achievements, and if we're looking at, like, story progression, unless there are, like, a lot more achievements at the beginning, we might be getting them pretty quickly. Hey, Noah Mercer! It's good to see you again. Been a while. So we're playing this weird, creepy, Lovecraftian horror adventure game. And we're gonna see what's what with it. But yeah, so we've got creepy, we saw a creepy doll child the last time we were here. Oh yeah, this is gonna end really well, I can just tell. Oh cool, it has glowing eyes! Ooh, it's a doll with internal organs and glowing eyes. Very, very high end. Clearly a doll for civilized people. Okay, I'm not getting any creepy occult. See, that just looks like a horror movie trailer. Hey, Coden Assembly's here too! Good to see you guys. So we're in a creepy haunted doll place. I can use an item on a floor. Oh no, this is a ritual circle, isn't it? This is a ritual circle. This is a fucking ritual circle. Statue trunk. Oh no. We're gonna summon Cthulhu here, I imagine. So I imagine, I think I have to figure out what the ritual. I think I have to figure out what the ritual is and drop items down. Clear the entry. Clear the entry. I hope I'm not about to get like murdered by something. Anyway, it's been a fun time. I was replaying some Ninja Gaiden earlier. Oh, the phone is missing its handle. It also has a cut cord, but I'm assuming that doesn't really matter. Oh, maybe I can use the maybe I can use that Tempest item to like rewind time. I feel like it just missed a jump scare. All right, we're gonna like. So we can view these. This is clearly like a time rewindy thing, right? Like there's something here to rewind. We got clock. Okay. Last week when you were talking about how quickly we got to Supernatural and so I was thinking of Ross's game dungeon video on Terror Tracks Rise of the Vampire. It's been a while since I watched that one. Why were you specifically thinking about it? Oh, I can like add different items to here. Okay. Oh, I guess that was the right item. Okay, cool. So you can add fake items, but they don't always, like, work. I need some help, please. Sandy is gone. Someone took her. Looks like someone took Mark. Took or talk? Told? Mark, and I'm scared. Okay. Okay. Got it. Alright, so we can't take that. So what specifically were you talking about with that? Because it's been a while since I've watched that particular episode. I have started rewatching a bunch of Ross's old episodes as like background audio though, so probably will eventually. Ah, we've got to like find a combination here. Okay. Okay. Can't get in here, it looks like. Any other hints? Oh, there's a hint over here, but I only have coal. Don't think that's very good. Still worried about whatever was over there that seems to have opened and shut this door, but I don't think, yeah, I can't get over here. There was some kind of weird thud and I just kind of missed the jump scare, I guess. That is probably one of the problems with scripted jump scare sequences in games, is if you're not looking where they expect you to be looking, you can have problems because, you know, you don't know where you're supposed to be. I guess that's the right spot to be. Okay, so I've assembled all the items. I think now I can go back in time, right? Okay, so we can rewind. So we're going to use our magic pendulum, which we can levitate, I guess, to rewind time. Rewind. Turn back the hands of times. He wants something to play for Halloween, and he mentioned he didn't want to play a game where you explore an abandoned house all game. That didn't seem to do much. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay. So the time on the clock is... what? 3-ish? I think? Oh, worse. Or worse. No ghost. It was nothing. Oh, in the end you find out it was a ghost. You're just exploring a normal abandoned house all game. That would actually be kind of... I gotta admit, that would be kind of an interesting subversion of the horror genre, right? Like, you're playing this place that just seems haunted, you know? Like, it's super decrepit, literally falling apart, and you're like, sure, you're absolutely certain that it's haunted all game. And then you actually, like, finish it, and it's like, no, the house is just abandoned. Wasn't haunted at all. Completely ordinary house. It was just really decrepit and abandoned. What are you gonna do? Okay, I'm moving this forward? Why am I moving this? Oh! We've got to freeze it mid-time! Okay, cool. So there's a symbol over here. I'm assuming that means I'm supposed to look at that book. But I can't see anything on it right now. So I guess I have to forward it. So move it. True, but not for a game you're making a video about. Yeah, definitely not for a game you're making a video about. Alright, let's rewind this all the way this time. Whoa, wait, so maybe I have to wait for, like, just the right moment? Where the picture frames up, maybe? No, that doesn't seem right. I'm unsure as to how this is supposed to give me my answer. So, Mrs. Crook, Mrs. Hardy, rewind. Okay, well, wait, that did something. So I've got something in my book. Forgot the controls. Oh, that turns on my flashlight. There it is. Investigation. Okay, so we've got, like, a weird, creepy symbol. We've got an X shape. CH in. I'm not sure why I know that, but okay. I love it when you, like, don't understand how you solved a clue in a detective game, but you did. I didn't even, like, finish with the other table. I hadn't even finished with the other table yet. Come on, at least let me finish. Ah, I found the other clue, I think, right here. There it is. Okay, so I had to, like, view each of the symbols, it looks like. And this is Miss Norden. Alright, so now we know that. Yeah, I guess that would be anticlimactic. Although, like, if it's done well enough, it could still be interesting, right? Because the subversion of your expectations, like, oh, we really were just being foolish. Like, I mean, Scooby-Doo isn't bad. Like, if you play, like, a Scooby-Doo-ish game, if you made kind of like a Scooby-Doo thing where maybe there was, like, a secondary plot, and the supernatural elements were obscuring something else going on. So, like, maybe not, like, just so there's an incomplete creepy doll. Yeah, we understand. So, like, maybe not just that it's an abandoned house, but, like, what if it was, like, a Scooby-Doo plot where the abandoned house was haunted, nobody wanted to go in, so you went in exploring, expecting a supernatural thing, but uncovered, like, a murder mystery or something like that. Like, there was still an actual murderer running about. It just wasn't, you know. Oh, right. Okay. Wait, shoot, I gotta match the symbols with the N. Okay, so I've gotta match the symbols with the letters. That's it. So, X with the N, the, like, weird unknown symbol, and the other weird unknown symbol for the H and C. Okay, so sometimes you are hungry. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes you are hungry for supernatural. I get that. But, like, that's the point of a subversion, right? Is it supposed to kind of break the mold a bit? Alright. Okay, I guess not there. Okay, wait, let me go back to these. Oh, I've probably got to match these, like, properly. Okay, so rewind this so I can see the symbol again. Let's fast forward. Okay, so that's the freaky unknown one, and that is hooked up to Miss Crook. Basic puzzle solving, people. Oh, nope. And I'm guessing over here, the X is hooked up to Miss Hardy. Gotcha. But no, I think it could be nice. I just don't think it's something that, like, everyone is gonna necessarily be on board with. I get, like, you know, I get going in looking for... It's weird. I could have sworn... Yeah, Miss Norden has the unknown symbol, like... Oh! I'm an actual moron. I was getting these mixed up. I can't read. Apparently I can't read. Weird. I could have sworn I've read multiple books, but apparently my ability to comprehend letters has completely failed me. It can be done well, but it's not interesting by itself to me. Well, yeah. And I think that's fair. Like, most of the times the best subversions happen because somebody has not only subverted something, but they've done it in a manner that is actually interesting and still has, like, other legitimate uses. Like, sort of like how, like, when Scooby-Doo did, like, their own subversion of their tropes. When they did Zombie Island, for example. One of the reasons I think Zombie Island is so good...
It's no longer here.
Wait, what?
What's no longer here?
Its heart. He found it and
Turn this place into our grave. What's
How
heart?
do I get out of here?
The statue.
The statue?
We hide it all over the orphanage, but it was useless. Its blasphemous toys blew everything up.
It's blasphemous toys.
And
you mean the
my
creepy
father.
doll thing?
Do you know Gabriel? Gabriel Rebels?
Oh, joy.
Gabriel.
Like, so, the
Yes,
Zombie Island thing,
that
one of the reasons I
boy.
think that is such a classic
In
is
the
it's still a Scooby-Doo mystery,
They ruined
you know?
everything.
And the mystery
I need
is,
to find
you know,
that
there is
captain.
like a subversion of expectations, but the subversion is supposed to be like, you know, the boatman is trying to like steal the house from the kindly family or whatever by driving them out by like, you know, attacking them with ghosts. Oh wow, that's a lot of scratched out faces. Oh, except for the creepy haunted girl. There's also a face all the way to the right that is not fully scratched out. So I wonder what connection she has. This like older woman on the far right over here has, because her face isn't fully scratched out unlike all the others. Very odd. But yeah, so like instead of like going there and pulling out the mask and revealing the boatman or something like that, it turns out the masks are real. And, you know, the gang goes running away from them. But then it's revealed, hey, yes, we are real, but we're trying to get you to leave. Because you don't understand.
Why would
You're in a
someone
great
destroy
deal of
a statue
danger.
like
And
that?
it's still a subversion in a Scooby-Doo mystery sense. But it's a subversion in the sense that there are actual murderers here who are going to sacrifice you to their creepy cat god. And there are a bunch of like little like details spirited about like the cat spirit, or like how old these people might be, or how isolated they are. And as a result, it's less like, it's not like an out of nowhere nothing burger of a movie. It's not just like a subversion of there are actual monsters, the gang runs away terrified. No, the gang still defeats the monsters. They do this through a bit of cleverness and also partially by accident, because it's Scooby-Doo. I don't like the doll moved on its own. I really don't like the doll move on its own. I cannot stand it here anymore. Wasn't Sarah Maylon, he is a monster. Which won't. Jesus me. Is that Jesus me? Jekka? Jekka? Gia? Dea? I can't read that last part right there. He is a monster. Me alone, maybe? I think part of it's been worn away. But yeah, I think that's something people forget about subversions, though, is that, like, just subverting something on its own doesn't necessarily make something good. Because I think, wow, a cat god. Yeah, they were sacrificing people to a cat god in order to, like, gain eternal life and get revenge on their murder, and on the people who killed all their family members.
No gas. No gas.
But then they started killing other people to maintain their immortality. It was a whole thing. Okay, can't do that. Wow, that is a lot of bloody meat. That is messed up. Also gross. Are these like intestines or something? What is this? Doesn't even look like an organ. It just looks like bloody pustules. But yeah, so it's like, I think that is a thing. Oh, hey, Dawnseeker. Nice to see you again. Remember to remove 3 rations from the children's food. We're going to have to reduce the supply order. Oh, another person. We're going to have to reduce the supply order. Oh, joy. Because you always want to hear about how the orphans are going to have less food. But yeah, so again, I do think that is a thing where some people subvert, some artists will like subvert for the sake of subversion without understanding that it's only good if the subversion, you know, says something or is still like a good story. I served revenge. Oh, wow.
Where is my heart? Who has taken it?
Oh, joy.
Rowan?
Oh, please don't let there be another monster roaming the halls. It's gonna force me to be like to waste a bunch of time. Please don't. Currently, I'm finished with the newest Genshin content and Arknight Infield content. And it's currently undergoing... Oh, Arknight's Infield is currently undergoing maintenance for the new version update. So I'm playing Pal World again. I mean, Pal World is an amazing... Oh. How do I get away from her? Oh, joy. No! Freaking leave me alone, lady! I'm running from ghosts like they're passive-aggressive, like, annoying friends or something. I don't want to talk to you right now. They're trying to sell me something. I can just feel it. Ugh. No, I don't want to hear about Jesus. Or Satan, or Cthulhu. I get that you want to probably tell me all about the great worship of the old ones, but I really don't have the time right now. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where I need to use one of the candles. Not really sure on the order, though. Pal World is awesome. Yeah, it is. It's the Pokemon game Nintendo wishes they made. Well, you know, aside from the whole sweatshop angle and guns, because Nintendo is very aggressively family-friendly. But, you know, in general, pretty good. Oh, we got a ritual circle, people. Hey, look, it's Dagon or something. No. Is that Dagon? It looks a little too doggish for Dagon. Looks like a dog old one. Big old doggo. Like a really fucked up dog world. Spiritual entity. So they were trying to summon a spiritual doggo, it looks like. Rowan, War, Merciless, Pain, Fury. Oh yes, all good things that you totally want to be invoking in your ritual to summon an eldritch entity. War, Fury, Pain, and Mercilessly. Yeah, those are... Oh, in blood. Of course, you gotta have blood at the center. That's the connector. The ley line that draws power to the Eldritch portal. Rowan. Okay, so Rowan's heart. They were using Rowan's heart as like a ritual to summon something. So I think we needed the heart there. So... Pain, Merciless, Fury. Huh. Paint. Maybe we use the coal to paint the symbol? Wait, let me check my journal. I think I have this symbol here somewhere. Alright, so no, we have these three. Okay, so we have these three. I have a weird X, but I don't think that's it, because it doesn't, like, match the shape. Yeah, family-friendly, yet they put in designs like Lopunny, Gardevoir, and Salamander Pokemon. Okay, I'll just say that Lopunny and Gardevoir are a result of it being anime. The Salamander Pokemon... Yeah, I don't have an excuse for Salazzle, I'm sorry. I just don't. Like, I genuinely do not know how Salazzle got past the Nintendo censors. I actually don't. Like, I can kind of think about how some other fucked up shit got past them. Like, you know, how Drifloon steals children away. My excuse for that is it wasn't really overt. So there was like, you know, the Pokédex description. They're not gonna be super obsessive about the Pokédex descriptions. They're gonna care more about like the front-facing parts of the designs. But I do not understand how Salazzle made it into a Pokemon game. Like, both the description, because her whole gimmick is that she... Holy shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, I still have my controller plugged in, so I failed the quick time event. Shit. I was doing this with mouse and keyboard, but I still have the controller plugged in. Please tell me I have a quick save recently. Come on, please tell me I have a quick save recently. Come on, bud. Come on. Oh, thank goodness. It's only back here. Alright. Well, we don't have to do much retreading. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to unplug that controller so I actually get the proper QuickTime event notification. I don't have to scramble for what button it is. Yeah, I don't know that one. That one I'm just like, yeah, someone got something like really big past you, and I have no idea how. Okay, so I've pretty much got to open that trunk. I'm going to try and save before I do it, though. Alright, so we're going to look at this. Okay, maybe it's this symbol. This, like, circular one with the 3 prongs, maybe? Or I think that might just be an arrow, actually. Alright, so there are a lot of symbols there. I'm going to need to find some way of narrowing this down, I think. It could be this one here. Maybe, but there aren't a huge amount of designs it could be. And a lot of them have been crossed out for obvious reasons. You know what? We're going to try this design. We're going to try this design. Actually, I think this works perfectly, actually. Yeah, I can see, like, the horns. So you've got this. Nothing happens. Maybe I didn't do it right? There we go. I mean, it's a poorly drawn Eldritch symbol, but apparently accuracy isn't 100% needed. Nah, sup. No, sup. Hello, Nerdo. It's good to see you, bud. So we're exploring a creepy orphanage filled with meat with a guy who tried to murder me earlier. Oh, joy. Okay. Please, please don't murder me. Again, I don't want to redo that stuff again. What the hell? Wait, what did I even do? Did I rip it apart? What? Where'd it go? Where'd the damn thing go? Okay, so this is where I was supposed to find the symbol. I figured it out on my own. I didn't need your creepy child drawings. I figured the symbol out from the notes because I can read Eldritch text, baby.
They're walking bombs.
Oh, joy, they're explosive children puppet things. Yes. Wow, the children were drawing
Got
shit.
to tread carefully here.
Ah, I don't like that. Okay, so the statue opened something, I guess. He got sent to the shadows. Think Nintendo wanted to slide Puppy? No, not Puppy. I wanted to slide a safe, not safe for work audience without fully committing to the not safe for work dog content. See, my theory was just that like it was like an oversight because, like I said, they allow sexy designs because anime. I guess people are just desensitized to that over in Japan. It's just a thing. Like even like normal anime, it's a thing, or kids anime, it's a kind of a thing.
Locked.
But like, I was wondering if maybe it's not necessarily. It was just like the flavor text of it got kind of ignored because they don't really pay as much attention to flavor text. That was my initial theory. Okay, I can't get into the laundry that way. Surprise Pikachu face. Oh. But, at the same time, I'm also not entirely sure because, like, look, I can excuse Gardevoir existing, but they made a full-size Gardevoir plush. I've said that before. I know I've said that before. And so, like, at that point, I just don't think you can claim ignorance anymore. Look, I can say that the upper management is ignorant of the little details popped in there for a bit. But let's be real, once you start doing full-size plushes on, like, one of the Pokemon with the most not safe for work fan, like, Mega Lopunny, yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, around Diamond and Pearl, maybe when they first made Lopunny, before the Mega form was around, maybe it was innocent. But once you've got into, like, the stage, that particular stage, it's like, nah, you know what you're doing, bro. You know what you're doing. Alright, so I need to, like, do something here. Maybe put some item on it or something. then why didn't they remove it? Games are digital. Well, again, well, yeah, but back then the games were on cartridges. They couldn't just remove shit. Remember, this was like, Diamond and Pearl was a DS game. So I'm talking about like before. Nowadays, I think they're in on it. I think they know nowadays, at least to some extent. But back then...
Wherever this leads, it can't be good.
Where is my heart? Who has taken it?
Oh, fine. But nowadays, they definitely are aware of it. Not ignorant, complicit. Exactly. However, they could have potentially not realized, like, what the designers had done in Diamond and Pearl until it was too late. Because Diamond and Pearl was a cartridge game. They're artists, they know. No, I don't mean the artists. The artists definitely knew. The artists knew exactly what they were doing. I'm talking about, like, the censorship team, or, like, the family-friendly compliance team, or whatever that Nintendo definitely has. You know, the group of people whose job it is to say, no, they can't spin the bottle. New matron appointed to Godstone Orphanage. Emilio Redler takes the helm. Sister of John Redler. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not a conflict of interest. Alright, seeking to alleviate the pain caused by parental abandonment the best way. Civilly improve the economy in the island.
That
yeah.
man again.
Yeah,
First at the
Redler.
hospital, now at the orphanage.
But I think
Where
it's slipped by the
else did he
censorship
have
team back in the
influence?
day. Nowadays, I think there is definitely a part of Nintendo's upper management that like wants to lean into the fact that they have a not work. World standards are relatively new for Japan. That is also true. Japan was putting stuff in kids programming that you would not expect to be in kids programming back in the day.
No gas.
All right, how do I get the gas on the online? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to do this part, because I've done all the other things, and I think the way to progress here is to get the gas running. So do I need to, like, Okay. I don't see many interactables here. Nothing to look out my weird spyglass. But yeah, so I definitely believe that, like, even if it slipped past them in the day, Japan doesn't use 4 kids for game localization, so not as censored. I mean, true, but, like, Nintendo definitely does censor stuff, like, regularly. I remember there was a DS game, I forget what exactly it was, but I remember there was, like, it was sort of like a Sim-style game, and I think they censored, like, gay relationships on it or whatever. So there definitely are standards for censorship. And, like, there are definitely things they don't do, like murder and stuff is not something that really happens in the Pokemon world. Unless it's, like, kid-friendly murder. Alright, there's still something to see here, I think. I think that's what I'm missing. Oh, maybe I gotta follow the footsteps? No? I served revenge. Yeah, you served revenge on the orphan leader, like the orphanage managers or whatever. That doesn't help me access the gas freaking stove. I feel like there's more to see, but maybe this is all I'm supposed to see because it's constantly lighting up. So maybe I need to see something like over here. Maybe I'm not pointing in the right direction because it keeps lighting up. Like there's something else I need to see. Or maybe I was just supposed to follow the blood trail. We're going detective mode, following the blood trail.
Why would someone destroy the statue like that?
Okay, well wait, I got another clue. I think that was for looking at the statue though. Sexuality is more okay, violence is less okay. Well, you say sexuality is more okay. It's more okay in private. Like if you're watching a show with it.
That fits.
It's less okay in like, you know, day-to-day life because they're very conservative as like a society, which is why they're all repressed as balls and need horny anime to work out their issues. So this is the 1994 location orphanage, essentially. Okay, so somebody's definitely been like hanging here. Alright, I feel like there's something I'm still missing. I mean, I know there's something I'm still missing. I can tell that there's something I'm still missing. Kid-friendly means not abortion because that's directly kid hostile, right? I guess. I don't know how that works. I mean, I feel like it's a value most people who are against, like, who want censorship on kids' media tend to do stuff like that. Also, I hope there's not something in this room with all the ghosts, because that would be a pain in the ass to find stuff in. Maybe I need to use the dark candle? Wait, what? Oh, please don't have someone an angry ghost to murder me. I really don't want to get murderized. Was that a clue? Did he do something? I feel like that did something, and I feel like it did something not good. Maybe Nintendo of the past would have shied away from it. Modern Nintendo doesn't have such renovation. They could have totally made Pal World. Well, I feel like the thing about modern Nintendo is they have an adult fan base now. Like, yes, they had technically had an adult fan base to an extent when they were, you know, when they were in, like, the 2000s. Because, like, it had been 20 years since the 80s. But now they really have, like, a...
That thing just blew up.
What thing just blew up? I'm so confused. I heard something happen. I'm just, like, confused to all hell. What is going on? Did one of the dolls blow up? Or... Oh, the doll over here blew up. I activated the explosion. Oh, did I summon the murder hound? Did I summon that murder demon thing? Please don't tell me I summoned the murder demon. Because now they have, like, a big adult audience. Like, yeah, they were, like, the new revival of video games in the 80s. So they definitely had an adult audience by the 2000s. But by 2010, they had an adult audience that wasn't, like, new adults. They had, like, 30 and 40-year-olds. And I think that's when they started, like, trying to appeal to their older audience more. Oh, no. Should I, like, avoid this thing? I'm unclear.
Something's in the way on the other side.
I feel like I should be avoiding this thing, but it doesn't seem to notice me, so maybe I can just... Well... Oh, no, no, no. Shit! Yeah, that's my fault. That was entirely my fault. I was moron. I was like, well, it's not noticing me, and I was unsure if it was bugged, or maybe that one wasn't hostile for some reason. Okay, so I'm back here, so just after the explosion. Cool. They actually desired to innovate instead of sit on their asses and sue the competition. Yeah, Nintendo used to do a lot more. I feel like, and the sad thing is, I don't feel like there was it's pretty recent they've, like, stopped really innovating, too. Because remember, they were innovating, like, really recently. Like, the Switch, people forget, but the Switch was, like, huge. Yeah, sure, it was low-powered as a console, but Nintendo had always kind of been low-powered as consoles go. I feel like I've kind of got to, like, lure him and then... Alright, cool. I can lure him and get him to explode. That would have ended really messily if that didn't work. I'm glad it did work. Boom, baby. Go up. Yes! Got him. Like, the Switch was a great console. Yeah, sure, the Wii U didn't work out. The whole handheld screen thing as, like, attached to a console didn't work. But they saw the issues with it and evolved it into the Switch, which was a game changer. Oh god, it's creepy dolls. What is it about dolls that are just so creepy? It's gotta be like the Uncanny Valley effect, right? Okay, let's not bring murder clowns into this, please. My bird companion! You're here, my friend! Where are you? I can hear you, crow. The white-feathered crow. There's a snake. Snack! Snack alert. So it's not that they couldn't make power, it's that they refused because it was less effort to sit on their asses and turn out low effort slot for the masses to gobble up regardless. It's weird, too, because around the same time that Pokemon was, like, fumbling into idiocy and redundancy, you know, when it made Switch games, the other Nintendo properties were kind of going strong. I mean, think about it. Metroid's been coming back slowly but surely, you know? It's been growing, becoming better and better. I'm going to pet the crow. Good boy. Don't pet crows in real life. They probably have diseases. But, like, crows are very smart creatures. Very good creatures. Very kind. I know they're carrion eaters. You know what? You can eat my corpse when I die. I feel good that, like, someone like you... Yes, I'm going to keep petting the crow, because the crow is a good boy. Crow is a good boy. He deserves pets. Clearly a companion to this house. a brief glimpse of something nice and soothing. Because, like, think about it, Breath of the Wild. Like, Breath of the Wild was a huge shakeup for Zelda. It broke the traditional linear format into a big old open world. It had a really fun setting that, weirdly enough, fleshed out Zelda as a pretty good character. And even gave Link a bit of character, despite him being mostly just protagonist again. Metroid 4 for Switch 2, from everything I've heard, was an abomination. Yeah, but the Metroid, like, remasters, and also, have you played Metroid Dread? Metroid Dread was amazing! I had actually never played a 2D Metroid before Metroid Dread, and it got me to play, like, the original Metroids and Super Metroids, and I had a great time with them, but I think Metroid Dread really is a refinement of that format, and I did very much enjoy it. Alright, so we use the chalk, and I think we do, like, this, and this. Okay, wait. Maybe I need to, like, look up a symbol. Let me see here. Maybe it's like... No, nothing happens. Of course you did. It's Metroidvania after all. Yeah. No, because I stopped buying Nintendo since DS Lite. The Switch is actually very good. I will defend the Switch to my grave. The first Switch is an amazing console, and I am basically waiting for Nintendo's servers to stop going off, because I have a rule that I wait for the servers to die before I homebrew my console. And I'm going to enjoy homebrewing the shit out of the Switch. It is one of the coolest consoles, and once I homebrew it, I'll basically have my own little mini index. Like, my own little mini Valve index that I can run. The Switch also had, like, a ton of really good games. And even games that weren't... I think one of the things the Switch really had going for it, too, in my opinion, was that even games that weren't exclusive for it kind of were. Because think about it. Before the Valve Index came out, how could you play Hades on the go? You played the Switch.
They built their nests next to her.
Like, you had to play like Hades. Hades was amazing. Even games that Nintendo were not a part of, and that were just like, you know, in games you could have gotten on the PC. I have Hades for the PC, and I also have it for the Switch, because it is actually worth it. The amount of extra playtime you get out of something like a roguelite with a console you can just pull out on the bus, or on the train, or while waiting outside an office or something, is just so high. And it had decent enough battery life to actually be worth it. Don't get me wrong, the Switch had some, like, worrying signs that were definitely the kind of things that eventually, unless we saw ravens to reach places out of my reach. Oh, cool. So I have, like, Raven telekinesis. That's awesome. That's actually kind of unique. Oh, that's cool. Oh, God, inverted controls. Cool, I have Raven telekinesis. Got DS for that, no need for Switch. I will say, I have a DS as well. I even have a 3DS that I,
with this for years.
You know, have that. But the Switch is probably my favorite on-the-go console. As someone who owns a Switch 2, I wish I had the battery life of Switch 1. I know, I've heard about that. Like, I have no interest in getting a Switch 1. I mean, a Switch 2. I have no interest in getting a Switch 2. 1947, my first day with Sea Newfish. I have no desire to get a Switch 2. Part of that is because I refuse to take part in a console that is deliberately preventing people from messing with it or upgrading it or modifying it.
Parker's house.
I think that is stupid and bullshit, and quite frankly should be fucking illegal. To, like, brick your console or lock it down because you decide to install your own software on a piece of device you own. You think if Raven is going to be good made if you be feeling it telepathically? I think the Raven is my friend. And he's going to grab items for me because he's such a good boy. The Raven is such a good boy. He's gonna grab stuff out of reach for me, like such a good little pet. I have a pet telepathic Raven. I can summon ghost ravens, which is just the coolest shit. I love it when games give you like really out there powers, even if they're just like a prompt that lets you grab things or telekinetically move stuff. It adds flavor to the world. Plus, we have a white raven companion. It's like our spirit animal. It's guiding us on this journey, which may or may not be the ghost of our father leading us onward. That's my current theory. That's like our father's ghost or a part of his soul showing us the way forward. Okay, so I guess I might be able to, like... Okay, so I can rewind this. Or forward it? Hey! We got an arm. Why was it in the freaking dumbwaiter? But yeah, I've decided not to get the Switch 2, which is a bit of a bummer. Because they released a Kirby Air Ride game. And they didn't release on the goddamn Switch 1, even though it looks like they probably could have.
Wait.
I'm very annoyed about that. Okay. I am not... Whoa. That was a dick move, game. That was a dick. That was a net... That was a dick move. That was a dick move for this game. That was rude. I was looking through a telescope. Speaking of Pentex... Speaking of Pentex, I mean, you're not wrong. The worm is destroying art. Destruction of the wild. We unlock Jesus. Oh.
The Great White.
Oh, man, oh, man. But yeah, oh, actually, I've also got an update on the campaign for Magnus Archives. So I made the mistake, and I will freely admit that at this point it's kind of been a mistake. But I made the mistake of doing a backrip for, like, doing like a, you know, essentially a Kickstarter thing for one of the games, for this TTRPG thing. And it was for the Magnus Archives. And, okay, so there's a range limit on the Raven power. Okay, got it. And the reason for that is because I got the first book, and I wanted to get this expansion book that would have a bunch of new monsters and locations and new scenarios and stuff that I thought would be fun. And it turns out, it got delayed for like a year. Like, I got my notification that my card had been charged for this thing like a year ago, over a year ago now. And they said they were releasing it any month now, several times, and it kept getting delayed. And now it looks like they finally are ready to ship. They sent a picture to us of the palette. Because I guess they just assume that we don't believe them anymore, which, fair. If they had said, I didn't believe them this past time, they said it'll be a month away. They said that in March, by the way. It's now nearing over a month since they said that, so they have already lied about it. I'm hoping the books will be good and provide me some new material to finish off our Magnus Archives campaign, but I'm still a little disappointed in it so far, just with, like, how delayed it's all... Whoa! Okay, random jump scare, gotcha.
I need something to remove it.
Literally, Switch 2 has been a disaster for the games industry. Not just the console itself, but secondary effects of slowly pushing people to relinquish all ownership of their games. Yeah. Nintendo has been pushing that hard right now. Oh, I just realized this is the symbol. The symbol on her door. Right there. It's in like this glowing graffiti. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Perspective puzzle. I like perspective puzzle. I think they're neat. Yeah, Nintendo. It's the secondary reason. When I heard that we wouldn't be able to like own the games and it would just be a download code and a cartridge, which at that point it's just a shitty download code too, because it also means you need the code to like set it up on the game. I think you still need the card to like run it too, right? It's like the activation key. So you would still need to have the card even though it's a downloadable game. So stupid. Magnus? Oh, yeah. So the Magnus Archives, the new book should be coming in like a week or two. They say they have already started shipping, and I should be getting digital access in the next, like, short period. They've been a little vague on the timing for it. But, yeah. I'm getting the 2 new books, Tangled and Web, with, like, new monsters and new different stat blocks, and even some new locations and maps, apparently. There's going to be a bunch of new stuff I can do with it. So I'm actually really excited for that. Did you know DK64 was breaking permanently when you inserted Game Shark? I mean, breaking your shit is not a new idea. It isn't, but it used to be something we rebelled against very viciously. Like, the level of shits given when it comes to breaking games has gone from, this is an outrage, we will burn your house down, Nintendo, fix it immediately, to, what are you gonna do? Noah Mercer, good for you. I know, right? I'm excited, mostly because I'm GMing. This is like my first time really GMing, and I've been doing a bit of a mixed job. I definitely have been doing some things poorly, but it's been fun. Currently, my party is very exhausted after fighting a whole horde of Chupacabra vampires. Oh, look, I kind of merged Chupacabras and okay, so I gotta get into there. I need to figure out where I'm going at this point. I'm kind of running in circles right now. Maybe I need to... Oh! Maybe I can send a crow up there. No, it moves too fast. Aha! Got it. Collectible. But yeah, so it's a fun game, and I am having fun with the setting. I've made like my whole own I've made a whole own original faction instead of having them work for the Magnus Institute. I made something called the Hecate Collective, which I spangled in with a bunch of like new lore. I have this whole thing going on with like a secondary. I forget where exactly we are. Like it's somewhere in Central America. I forget the name of the country we're in right this second. I have to go check my stuff, my notes. But yeah. And one of the characters is, like, obsessed with, like, one of his, like, obsessions was over the Chupacabra. So they're dealing with that while also dealing with this secondary issue that's about to come up. So I'm excited to, like, get into that, the wheels of that. It's gonna be fun to really, like, get into the details and see what they think of it all. Alright, so how far can I go? Oh, wow. This is, like, far. Oh! Okay. So this is going to be a whole power. The fact that people have been slowly conditioned to expect buggy releases and broken messes as standards, except day one patches as standards. Like, I wouldn't even mind day one patches. The problem I have is the day one patches don't freaking work. Like, you'll get a day one patch, and then you will also get a bunch of other bugs that are still not fixed. Like, that's the thing. I think I could tolerate day one patches. I think that's a good way to make sure the game is still quality. The problem is it's not being used to shore up last-minute issues. Because let's be real, there have always been bugs in games. Even the cartridge era had bugs, especially the cartridge era. And the GameCube era had plenty of bugs. But nowadays, it's not being used just to, like, fix up a few issues. It's being used to, like, fix up stuff that would just never have flown in the area. Like, there would have been, like, mass returns for some of the shit that happens nowadays. That's just normal. Oh god, I'm not gonna get into that whole rant. If you want to talk about that, you go to Ross. You go to Ross's Game Dungeon. He's doing good work with Stop Killing Games. Everyone should be supporting that, because anyone who doesn't just does not have their own best interest at heart. Those games were expensively playtested for release. Yeah, although, and I will be the voice of reason here. I will be not the voice of reason. Fuck the voice of reason. No. I'll be the voice of, the devil on your shoulder, so to speak. So, there is an extent here where I get that there are games that still do good playtesting. We have finally found the last of the chosen ones, and it has been thanks to you. I can't find enough ways to thank you for all you've done. With your love, Brother John. The feather was very important to her. I'm sure she would have liked to have it. I think that there is a certain level of increased complexity to games. Now, that's a whole other conversation about how shiny graphics have become so important, but I'm not getting into that. But the games are more complicated now, on average. That's not an excuse, because there are plenty of games that are perfectly within the range of, like, low-level complexity that are also just buggy to all hell and back. But it is an excuse for some of them. It's just, you know, doesn't count for all of them. There are some people who still operate in good faith. There are some companies that operate in good faith. I mean, look at From Software. Their games, especially on PC, are often very buggy on release, but they make great strides to fix it, and they mostly release a PC port not because they are good at it, or because they like it, but because they know that people expect it of them. Stick with me here. I might lose you. Play good games. That is also very fair. That is also very fair. Oh, maybe I need to send a crow past that crow. Let me try something here, actually. Maybe there's something back there. Or maybe I can crawl under? I can crawl... Okay, this is what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to be crawling under. Alright, so now we're going to send a crow in here. I got a crowbar! Okay, I can finally make some progress now. Thank you, Mr. Crow. You guided me. Yeah. Like, From Software's games are good games. They were just a bit buggy on launch. And, like, I will defend that because I have played games that are buggy on launch that the developers clearly cared about. They clearly weren't just trying to do it. But there is a trend in the industry. There is a very big trend in the industry, and I will not deny that. That although there are exceptions, and there are all plenty of people who use these tools reasonably, there are people who use day one patches reasonably, we need to take better care of ourselves. The children are restless. They will only complicate the search. So they were searching for, like, chosen ones among the children, I guess. Okay, creepy mask. I can't pick it up. We just, like, examined it real quick. Just gonna rotate this creepy eyes wide shut. Oh, it's cult member masks. These are the cult clothes. Very culty. I approve. There's so much about old shit that I don't need to give a single fluff about industry stating companies now. Yeah. Now, one thing I will say is that there are certain practices that are just inexcusable. One of the biggest ones is shoving online features into everything constantly. Like, there's just no reason for it. Just stop. And it can be done well. Again, I will bring up From Software here, who have online play, but their servers going down don't destroy an entire game. Hell, even Demon's Souls, you could still play almost all the content. You could play basically all the content, actually, even though the servers got shut down because they left the ability for people to make their own servers and didn't actively brick the game. Nowadays, if a game releases with game-breaking bugs, most people do is verbally complain, nothing more. What can you do? Attitude, justice, complaints. I just don't buy some things if they're, like, really buggy. Like, I actually don't. I stopped buying the Pokemon games. After, I think it was the first one Switch, I didn't buy the next one because I was like, why would I buy these games? They are clearly very buggy, and... Wait a second. I think I'm floating above the... They didn't want to program in a jump, so I think I just stay at this level. Oh my god, I think I'm floating off the ground right now, technically. That's hilarious. What more do you want from me? Bro, I only buy good games. Congrats, Ramble, you are sane. I'm aware. I don't really think I'm sane sometimes, but then I see everyone else and I'm like, oh, I guess sanity is relative. Sanity is relative, I guess.
The captain and I in the Grat White.
The Grat White? Bro, can you spell? Can you read? It's called Great White.
Still on his ship.
It's called Great White. I hate... There's a demon inside me. I hate you. Oh, he really didn't like his dad. Oh, shit. Do I need to, like, restore this thing? So he was making the creepy doll. I do not like that that one is alive. Wait. She's the one who woke up. Or I blew up? I'm confused. Very confused right now. So this is the creepy toy maker's place. I want to kill them all. Well, you did, apparently. Dear God, where did he get all the knives, man? Oh, they're gone now. Okay, so they were here. Dear frick. This is definitely a serial killer's room. You know what he's saying? What a boring boomer talk. Embrace. Get hyped or leave us this fluff alone. I mean, my sanity is relative. Like, apparently I'm sane when it comes to making financial decisions, but but I'm not exactly sane when it comes to a lot of other stuff, you know? Like, apparently... Oh my god, my wing is building into me. See, I do shit like this. I play games... Oh, shoot. Can you all stop exploding? Like, I don't generally have to ask the world to stop exploding, but apparently here I am. Ugh. If only everything would stop exploding. God damn it. I hate when adventure games, like, rip the doorknobs off doors. I will tell you from personal experience, when I was younger, I removed the door from my doorknob on a few occasions with a screwdriver. It's really not hard. And you can just reach inside the hole and pull it to open. Like, removing doorknobs is not an effective way of keeping people out of places. It actually makes it easier to open the door because that's where all the locking and bolting mechanisms are. Like, seriously. We also had a chance to take a screwdriver and we still didn't do it, so this is all our fault. This is all our fault. I don't know, people are buying the game, the same people complaining. I mean, sure, but is it really that many? I mean, I feel like some people who complained definitely did buy the game. You know? They complained about it. I mean, I know my brother complains about Black Ops a ton, but he still plays it and still gives Activision his money. You know? I broke the lock and burned the code using the oven. Rowan has no way to get it.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can restore time, buddy. So that's not really going to work well for you. Okay, so I need to use an item. Ah, you think burning it is enough to save you. I have a time rewinding powers, bitch. Sorry, you're not hiding anything from me. And yes, I am going to unleash the weird meat monster, apparently. Because I have no sense of self-preservation or intelligence. We're going to just set free this thing that a lot of people clearly died to stop. Bad decisions all around, people. Alright. So, what do we got here? Alright, I don't see anything. Ah! The sunk fallacy and nostalgia chasing. Was not expecting aerial, like, you know, maneuvers in this game. That's definitely a new one. To me, complaining about how the good times are gone is another form of nostalgia. It kind of is. You're not wrong. Like, one of the things I hate is when people just say old games were better. It's like, well, yeah, no, yes, maybe, sort of. Like, how old are we talking? Because I think Skyrim is an amazing game. I think there are plenty of games in the modern day that are really good. Like, Hades 2 and Hades 1 are phenomenal. Better than a lot of older roguelikes, that's for sure. Oh my god, if they keep coming. Exploding murder robots. Hello. At least they're easy to deal with, unlike the fucking, like, ghost that was constantly reading around. Fucking all the way down to Sega Genesis. Dude, the Sega's graphics are rough. Rough as hell. Also, the gameplay is, like, really frustrated. I have already moved on, like a leaf on the wind. I mean, Assembly, you also play some old games. Let's be real. We both do. We regularly watch reviews about, like, old boomer shooters and shit with Mandalore and Ross Game Dungeon. Come on. Glad Whitney is doing better. Cole and I were worried they took her back to the hospital. Yesterday they moved Rowan to our floor. Cole's been locked in his room ever since. I'm still having nightmares. Close my eyes to see dozens of corpses surrounding me. I'm lying on the ground and can't move. I feel them watching me with their eyeless faces. Suddenly a gold skull lunges at me and I wake up sweating. I received your gift. Over your aunt's pills will help me sleep. Alright, let's go to Vero Viso. Oh, frick. Oh, boy. That was close. I guess they're respawning now. Great. I guess this is Olivia? I'm not stuck in my past. Sorry I can't play games from the future. The past is my only option. I mean, there are games from the present. But you don't really like, to be fair, you don't really like most big releases anyway.
He didn't even tell me he was an orphan.
Dad didn't even tell me he was an orphan. I imagine it's not really something he wanted to talk about. Let's be real. Okay. I think the robots are starting to respawn now, which I'm not a fan of. Oh! Yeah, that's... This isn't ominous at all. Oh, he's looking for the... What the hell? Was the statue a radio tower? The statue was a radio antenna. The hell? That is one complicated-ass system. Like, why? 5 dared to defy death in a quest to steal its breath. 1 strayed, breaking the spell, leading 4 to into a farewell. And because of the fault of 1, we are none. Okay, I'm starting to get the picture here. So the big ritual thing. There were 5 chosen ones. And one of them was this guy, Harrow, who decided to split from them. And as a result... Yeah, come here, creepy ass little... This is giving me Five Nights at Freddy vibes. Is it giving you guys Five Nights at Freddy vibes? Because it's giving me Five Nights at Freddy vibes. Hey, Mr. Crow. Okay, so this is where I need to use another crow use. Alright, what does that grab me? Another collectible. When I say old games were better, I'm talking about they were products of passion, not products of committee. Passion now found in indie titles. See, you say that, but we still have games like Deathloop, or, oh god, trying to think of a recent one. I don't want to prove your point. I don't want to prove you right. Shit, think, Elden Ring, I will also say, was a big project game. What about Baldur's Gate? That definitely wasn't indie. Or Expedition 33. You cannot tell me Expedition 33 was an indie game. It was made by a bunch of studio veterans with a team of like 30 people. That's definitely not indie. It's not really AAA, but it's more like AA. Now, if you want to say the AAA scene is gone at this point, that's fair. That's fair. But I would say the AA is still good. 3 titles. Yeah, but 2 of those were like... Oh, okay, fine. What else? What else are some like really good... Doom Eternal. Doom, the entire like Doom series, the new revival of that. That's fucking Bethesda being published by it's made by id Software and published by Bethesda. That's another one. Both Eternal and Expedition 33 came out last year, and Baldur's Gate came out the year before that. And Larian has made like a lot of games. They're definitely like a AA studio, like a proper studio, not just some like a bunch of developers in a cave. Don't get me wrong, the indie scene definitely is where it's at. And the AA studios are definitely putting out things consistently good, where the AAA studios just aren't. But I wouldn't say it's all in the indie scene now. Maybe you could say the others are like pseudo-indie, but I don't... Larian has made too many games, and has too big of a team. Doom Eternal stole Quake from us. I even have... Even has Stroges in it. Strog is... Alright, 5-1-4-1-0. 5-1... 410. I think that's it. So 51410. Okay. The riddle hit a code. I love when they hide codes inside wordplay. It's one of my favorite It's one of my favorite things. Like hiding a. It's like a secret. It's like a secret question for the password. You know. So he's clearly trying to figure out how to escape this place because he fucked up the ritual and they bound him here or whatever.
Locked.
Oh, I can get in this way. Cool. Oh, gotta love all the series stuff. People think that old games were good, need to watch Angry Video Game Nerd. Yeah. Or they need to watch like Mandalore or like Rosh's Game Dungeon or Seth. Like, old games had their own issues. Like, you can argue that some things have been, like, you know, have been, like, workshopped to hell and back. You can argue that some things have been workshopped to hell and back, and that they're no longer, like, as raw as they used to be. But I think that's the way I would describe older video games. Older video games were raw. They were that early experimental stage where people didn't know that tank controls fucking sucked. And, like, we didn't even have, like, mouse look figured out, you know? It's that raw era where they were throwing things at the wall and seeing what stuck. I think that's part of the reason I like VR so much whenever I play it. Like, whenever I play VR games, I get really into it because there's still a lot of experimentation and weirdness, even in the movement systems. I feel like it's being solved, but it hasn't yet been solved, which is, like, the key difference for me. Lonely little fox. Or wolf. S is duck X. Is walk backwards. Yeah, S is duck, X is walk backwards. Oh, yeah, the ones that did, like, the full, like, plus sign, where W, S, A, and D were the only thing, but, like, S was down, and you'd have, like, the corner. Then you'd have, like, leaning with, like, Q and E, even though E is now so ingrained as, like, accept or, you know, activate. Yeah, these things are definitely respawning at this point. Like, there's no denying it anymore. There's just no denying it. Alright, so I need to figure out, I think, okay, Cole's room. So for Cole's room, I use this symbol? Okay. So we have the red chalk. Nothing happens. Reset. This reminds me of the Bloodborne glyph. The hunter symbol, I mean.
It seems like an alarm.
Take the item, I guess? Oh, wow. Cole, bud. You had some... Oh, wow. I thought the other room was a serial killer vibe. This is, Oh, there's more meat. Oh, wow. There's a lot of... It's pulsing. I do not like the pulsing meat. Damn it. Frick. I lost track of the little guy and he ran up to me again. Where am I at now? I think I should be like right after I did the room. I really hate these things are respawning. I'd like it if they just stayed away. Also, I love how he won't follow me in here. Godstone Circus, the freaks. What am I supposed to do? Is it... It doesn't even have like a text pop-up like a lot of the others. Weird. Oh, wow. The meat is pulsing, though. I really don't like that the meat is pulsing. Yeah, this guy had some, like... some vibes. Also, he had a food stash. What the hell? Man had his own food supply. Smart. Oh, my. My, oh, my, oh, my. He really did not like this, kid who's a bottomless pit. Ah, okay, if you're starving, I can get being angry at this. I can get being angry at a poster of a kid getting to eat as much as he wants. Like, he gets to literally just show off how much he can eat constantly. Oh, yes, I've heard of the Bloodborne movie. Jacksepticeye is actually gonna, like, help for it. Which, I don't really know how much he knows about Bloodborne, but I am on board with him because he seems to be actually passionate about the game. Which is better than some random producer who's just like... it's just another project. Like, if you don't want the thing, don't do it. I'm sorry. I need to fix it. Okay. I don't have the code for it yet, though. I am very excited for the Bloodborne movie, though. I also think it's the best one. I also think it is the best From Software's properties to adapt. Like when he's, like when was his purity lost? It's like when we figured out that people don't like those control schemes. I feel like that is something people forget. Like, old games can be a pain in the ass. Plus, they also oftentimes are way hard to run. Actually, I will say this. As someone who has recently been... So, I am currently on a quest to replay some of the Elder Scrolls games. I might be doing a review on the Elder Scrolls franchise, and not in the near future, but in the future. We're going to put this in the nebulous future. I'm going to be doing a review of the Elder Scrolls games in order, which is funny because it's kind of like the inverse of the order I played them in originally. As someone who's currently playing Arena, though, I will tell you this. Good gods, when AAA or nothing. You say that, but most of the games people talk about aren't AAA. And the AAA space actually has been, like, weirdly not doing well. Like, think about it. All the big games people have been talking about, even the ones that have, like, been kind of AAA-ish. Oh, shit. Holy frick. Don't do that when on a freaking menu. Are not exactly AAA. Bro, you know there are AAA games coming out still, right? Yeah, I know. Look at what I'm playing. I am playing a non-AAA game. The Occultist clearly isn't a AAA game. I heard about it and thought it'd be cool. I tried to play it. That's it. That's all there is to it, really. Like, there are so many other options, and I feel like, weirdly enough, I feel like this is actually a good time. People are realizing that AAA isn't the only option. I feel like this is a good thing. Genuinely, I actually do. I feel like this is like a solid moment. I know, I was referring to Big Dog specifically. You have open Steam, right? There are 300 non-AAA games that are released on Steam each day. And a lot of the top sellers now just aren't AAA. I mean, Silksong came out and basically embarrassed the entire industry. It was made by 3 guys in a cave with a box of scraps. The fact that 3 people made Silksong must just be like the most embarrassing shit in the world. Like, imagine being the guy who keeps like marketing all these like games that the producers want that are like these, you know, super monetizable generic shooters. And then this game about a quirky bug platformer game comes out and breaks every store with how many people are downloading it. Imagine the embarrassment. Like, oh my god. And you know what? There are still AAA studios doing good work. id Software, From Software, they are still doing excellent work and they are still AAA. Hell, I hate to admit this, but Sony's team is, when they're given the chance, mostly still doing good work. I mean, Horizon Forbidden West wasn't terrible. I thought it was a decent game. Horizon 1 is good. God of War Ragnarok? Great game right there. Big Dog is by definition AAA. Try to find me a married bachelor next. Yeah. Like, sure, a lot of AAA isn't doing all that great. But, like, they've had their moments throughout history where they just did shit work. AAA in general has had moments of, like, fall, I feel like. Like, they have these... Throughout history, you'll find that AAA has this, like, rise and fall, this ebb and flow. And I think that's because of how we define it. See, the thing is, AAA is a big studio, right? It's a big studio with lots of money, owned by, like, a big conglomerate that probably owns multiple studios. Like how ZeniMax owns Bethesda, or, like, Blizzard is owned by Activision. E.T. for Atari, yeah. So what happens is the big dog is an arrogant son of a bitch and starts releasing trash. You saw it with Atari. You've seen it with Sega, not with Sega, but I'm trying to think of like a good like fall. I know there was like a few studios that fell apart in the 2000s, but I'm struggling to remember the like, names. But like Atari's a good example of this. They were arrogant and releasing just absolute slop. And you know what? People stopped buying it. And then this newcomer came onto the scene. Nintendo came from the ashes. They were nobodies. But now, they were everybody. They had become the AAA. They had stopped to draw. I'm going to throw a swing real quick so you can see my face again. They had become the very AAA that they had replaced. And in doing so, in doing this, they became AAA. And as a result, they became a large company. You know, others, like Blizzard, became the new hot shit. And they got bought out by Activision, who left Atari because they were going to be better than Atari. They were going to work for the artists. And then we're gonna do a one-upmanship on Atari by making their name above them on an alphabetized list because we're cooler than you, Atari. Remember, Activision used to be the little guy. Activision used to be the splinter group of Atari made by the developers for the developers because they were gonna be a vision of the world. They were gonna be better. They were gonna be the artists. And now what is Activision? It's a money-grubbing pile of Bobby Kodak shit. And that's the way the wind goes, people. It loops around in this endless little cycle. And you know what? I will bet you money that From Software is on its way to being hollowed out into a shell of its former self. It already seems to be selling out to Sony. It's not there yet. They're going to make games for a good long while, I can tell. But eventually, they're going to go public. Or they're going to get the offer. They're going to get bought out by this big company. The money people are going to seep into the day-to-day life. And soon enough, they'll be releasing trash. We used to get smaller, cheaper, but hella fun games like Rumble Racing, Shot, shit ton of hidden gems, GBA. I mean, you're still getting those. You're still getting those on, Felix. You're still getting those, though. You're still getting small games. Like, the Switch was notorious for how many small indie games it did. And sure, bigger studios used to do small games. That is true. And they have kind of stopped doing that as much. But even then, Nintendo still, like, publishes a handful of spin-off stuff. I mean, they published Pokopia recently, which weirdly ended up being popular because it had, like, a full-on, like, rail car system and everything. Apparently, people are treating this thing like Minecraft almost. It's kind of weird. That would I would consider to be kind of a small spin-off project. If you don't consider that to be a small spin-off, I'm not sure what you do. So, like, I feel like your issue is that the big dogs feel like they're falling apart. But historically, that's what happens, right? The big dogs fall apart. They get shitty and terrible, and the world goes to shit. And then the new developers take over, because there's a spunky underdogs who are going to do things right, and they're going to become the companies that they always wanted things. Paradox also makes a lot of side games. Yep. Paradox. Oh, yeah, TTRPGs. Now we're getting TPRPGs. But yeah, so it's like, I feel like this is just the cycle. It's just the cycle of the big money getting too big for its own good. And the smaller and mid-sized developers are going to take over. And then eventually, I wonder if I'll get an achievement flying through this. And then eventually, they will be the ones who are, you know, bought out or sell out. And that's just the way things go, right? I don't think it's great. I really wish there was something else we could do in that the industry's best example of what I'm saying is Capcom. I'm not saying they have small or many icons. They're doing games in a very old-fashioned way. Not my issue, just bringing attention to certain. Skylines, Trackmania, EU Vampire, EU4 Vampire. Yeah. Vampire the Masquerade 2 came out, and I still have not played it, actually. I still need to play it. I haven't felt like a huge draw to. I've heard mixed things about it, which, to be fair, Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodlines 1, despite being a fantastic game, I would say I have mixed feelings about it, a bit. So I think it's Felix here. I was hoping they'd let me, like, hit the letter on my thing, but nope. Do. But, like, yeah, there are still plenty of good mid and small-sized developers doing good stuff. And as long as we continue to have those, I won't have any problem with this, honestly. I think as long as the big and the small and mid-sized developers continue to be awesome, I won't have... Yeah, Ghost, I get it, you're angry. Shut up already. I don't care. Faithful of eternal life and immortal existence. Ooh, boy. Wait, is that Pyramid Head? Why the... Wait! Oh, that's a Ku Klux Klansman. Wait, is that Pyramid? No, that's a clan member. That's a clan member. Oh, joy. Oh, joy. You gotta love it when they have a picture of a clan member. That just makes, you know... You're just really classy there, people. Fuck off. Fuck off, racist. Wow, he really loved hiding his books under invisibility spells or whatever. What's EU for? I just want urban planning games to focus on walkable cities rather than expecting roads to be the backbones. See, you can't expect that from... you have to expect that from European developers, though, Fred. You can't expect that from American developers, because our engineers don't even understand that concept. How can you expect the average game designer to understand what the engineers don't? Oh, wow, they're all wearing the creepy masks. Gotta appreciate that, right? Dude, that beard is just not working for you. I'm sorry. yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not really a fashion police guy, but that... I don't know. The beard just doesn't work for you. It's way too angular. It looks like you got a low polygon count. Alright, do I have all the statue pieces? No, I'm still missing the leg. Okay, what else? What else? I'm still missing the leg, but where is it? There's another door I haven't opened yet. No, not there. I've been in here. I just know the creepy, like, dolls are gonna come back to life soon. Trying to find him before I have to avoid another explosion. Oh, we have creepy effects here. Okay, okay. We have something in here, maybe. No, this is the ant's pill room. Paradox is a Swedish developer. Oh, I was thinking of Paradox, like the guys behind World of Darkness. For, like, TTRPGs. Okay, I don't really know then. No clue. Oh, the doorknob! Shit! Asshole! That's the second time. Is it programmed to do that whenever you interact with this item? I think the thing was programmed to spawn whenever you interact with that door. Like a dick. The last of the vessels needs to be moved to the 3rd floor. Find available room for him and keep a close watch. He's too unstable. Same dev. Oh, okay, so they do their own video games. That's cool. I actually didn't realize that. To be fair, I haven't really read up much on the company itself, specifically. That all? Nothing else in this room? Really? Oh, no, there's a drawer. There is a time for everything, for a season for every activity under the sun. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to resurrect, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Creepy. Ominous. I like it. Very good. Adding some flavor to the world. Respect. I mean, I miss Maxis. They were my favorite dev. Weren't they the ones behind, like, Roller Coaster Tycoon and stuff? I mean, definitely miss them. If that's who I'm thinking of. Alright. So we got all the stuff. We got all the statue pieces. We can go down. We can go back downstairs now, I think. Where was the ladder? Where's the ladder? I'm just going in circles. I need to find my ladder and go back downstairs because this is getting really annoying. Having to constantly dodge these guys. Oh, finally. Because they actually stopped respawning. They don't constantly respawn downstairs. Ugh. Like every goddamn time. You think you're done and then BAM! Rattling explosion sound. And they always set me back a few seconds. Like it's like a mild annoyance from being blown up. I really probably shouldn't be doing this, because let's be real, we're definitely freeing some kind of ancient evil. But, shit needs to get done, so... Statue leg. The arm holding the hat. The other statue leg. No, that was Chris Sawyer, but there are spiritual successors to SimCities, The Sims, Spore, and the like. Okay. The other arm. Ah, and the head. Can't forget the head. This is a very bad idea. I just want everybody to know that. We're definitely unleashing some sort of ancient evil ghost. Or maybe some kind of meat monstrosity into the world.
Out at last. And what's this?
Oh, joy. We are getting evil clowns. And the door closed behind me, because like every door, they have to close ominously behind me.
Must go on. Just hope I'm not the main attraction.
I really don't want to go into the creepy clown mouth. Like, this thing just looks evil. Like, it doesn't even let it look decrepit. You know, it's not one of those decrepit ones. It looks like brand fucking new. Like, not brand new, but it doesn't look like it's really faded. I mean, look at this stuff. This all looks bright and colorful. It doesn't look like it's been out here for years. Oh, I hate this. I hate how creepy this thing looks. 3 people. Oh, and we have to go up its tongue. Of course we do. Of course we do. Can we just not? No? Okay. The conjoined twins. I gotta love it back when people could just like have genetic deformities, and so they're a freak show that goes to the circus now. That's their lot in life. Oh, how I hate crowds. Why would you do this to robots? Like, you made these things.
Where do I buy tickets for
Why
the
did you...
show?
Why? Why is this here? Alright, so I need to get money to pay for my ticket, I guess. Yeah, I need coins to get through these areas.
That's not something you see every day.
Oh, joy, they have a cultist mask,
This
too.
one's on the house, right?
Lol.
In your veins runs an ancient knowledge.
Okay.
A legacy hidden in the web of destiny.
Very, very shadows
Each
over In's
card
mouth.
represents this connection.
I'm guessing it's the crow?
No. In your veins runs an ancient knowledge. A
Okay,
legacy
ancient
hidden
knowledge.
In the web of destiny. Which card represents this connection?
Okay, Web of Destiny, ancient knowledge. The Hierophant, maybe?
The Hierophant embodies tradition and wisdom.
Okay.
In the shadows of a dark past, ancient structures collapse, revealing hidden truths and the opportunity to rise from the ashes. Which card represents this connection?
So maybe the tower, because ancient structures collapsing?
The tower represents destruction of the old.
I actually don't know tarot
Revelation.
cards, so I'm kind of guessing
And
here.
a chance for a new
Luckily, it's
beginning.
working.
On your journey,
Although I might have
you
heard the
find
tower one
yourself
before.
at a threshold,
I think I actually
where
heard
the
that in a
end
story I
and the
read.
beginning intertwine. One chapter of your life must close so that another can open.
I think
Which
that's
card
death.
represents this connection?
Is this thing just like a quiz on if you know tarot cards?
Threshold. An end
Then
and a beginning intertwining.
intertwined. There's been a
About
lot of
major
themes about like
transitions.
death and
Not
life
literal
being
death, isn't
intertwined.
it?
Of old giving way to new and using it in creating
Now
stasis.
I've got the red ticket.
What the what? Why? On every level, why?
Well, can't say no to a hand.
It just dropped out of me. That's it? The fucking spider just drops down and hands me its arm? I'm sorry, what? What just happened? What just happened? Like, there's being cryptic, and then there's just like... There's being cryptic, and then there's just like being complete batshit insane. Oh, like I don't even know how to respond to that. It literally just like handed me its arm and then hopped back up. It didn't even attack me or try to explode. It wasn't a gotcha. It just handed me its arm. And my character was like, well, I won't say no to a free arm. What am I playing? I feel like I'm delving into Lovecraftian madness now. It's definitely not my fault. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't even know how to react to this. I actually don't. I'm kind of breaking down a bit, guys. I'm not sure if you can tell. I don't know why that, of all things, has gotten to me, but it really has. Oh, man. So weird. And so just... Okay, so I guess that ticket doesn't work there. Maybe it works over here?
Someone's been playing mix and match with these automaton limbs.
Oh. Okay, so we had to, like, replace the limbs, I guess. So, where do we go? Hello, Death. How you been, old friend? Nothing to see here. Alright, so Justice. The Magician. The Priestess. Okay. Your Justice. You need a sword. Sword and scales. The Devil. Okay. Oh, anyway, but outside of that bit of weirdness and randomness, the Magician. Yep, you need weird occult stuff, and the Devil is like playing with people's lives. He's like holding and torturing souls. Alright, I think that's all of them. They're all good to go. And now Death has been pacified. So we pacified Death. So we need to push him out of the way. Alright, Death, you gotta get out of the way now, bud. Just come on. Move. There you go. There you go. Ooh, we have a pier area. Nice. Well, this is mildly less creepy. You know, aside from all this freak show stuff. The Spanish Beast. Good way of, do you call him El Toro? El Toro. Wait, the Spanish Beast? I'm sorry, what? Is it both bear and? Is it both bear and bull? Or did you just, like, hope people would just... I'm so confused. Oh, I don't even want to know. Don't need to know. It's not important. Oh, I need something for this. Main event tickets. Can I not interact with it?
Tokens,
Oh, it needs 4 tokens, so I have to win at some games. I have to play some carny games.
New fish must be nearby.
You've heard of Cat Dog, now showing Bull Bear. Honestly, I'd pay to see that. I would pay to see that, actually. You know, I was actually reading a story, and like a short online story, and it was basically a Chosen One character in like a magic setting. And he learned that his mother had done like a blood ritual with this other family. And basically there was like a, you know, stereotypical dark evil wizard killing everyone. And he had become a Chosen One, like Harry Potter style. And it turns out the reason he became Fate's Chosen One is because the family his mother had worked with...
Gabriel, is that you? You've
grown, lad. Was like...
Gabriel.
Apparently they had this history of whenever shit got really bad, performing this ritual that, like, fucked with fate, but at the cost of, like, mass ritual suicide.
You should join him.
Catch up on old times.
Listen, I'm Alan. I need to know about Gabriel.
And he basically just like realizes like, whoa, wait, so like the whole Chosen One thing, the thing that ruined my life was planned?
The things we did.
You killed yourselves. Your entire family of like
You mentioned
100
the
people.
circus. What does that
You
have
let
to do with
yourselves
Rowan?
die via ritualistic suicide, but it gets worse. See, they were killed. The family was before you believe the family had been killed by the Dark Lord guy. But it turns out that was because that a long time ago, his family had forced them to swear an oath that they wouldn't do this anymore because it was self-destructive and insanely dangerous. And it was like sacrificing like 100 people to kill one guy. Like, that's really messed up. Like, I don't care how dark and evil he is. You're just like, you're not even getting an instant kill spell. You're getting a guy who's gonna have to fight a war, but you know, eventually it'll end well. And so this is afterwards. This is like after the Chosen One stuff. And he has, they finally got the balancing beam thing back. And this is only the second time this has popped up since, like, this is the first time since the tutorials it's popped up. And, you know, he's been through this big war, and he's going through his mother's journals, and he's finally piecing together the thing that destroyed his life was entirely planned, and for the greater good of everyone else. And he just goes, what the fuck? And the family's dead forever now. Like, usually they leave a few survivors afterwards so that the family can kind of continue on. Like, they marry off into other families and then reclaim the family name, essentially, because it's all planned. But they didn't get to do that this time because they all died. This time, like, all of them. Because they couldn't do just, like, a ritual mass suicide. They had to, like, invoke the wrath of the Dark Lord to essentially, like, they prepared the ritual, and they were like, well, we're not killing ourselves. We're just angry a guy we know will kill us. See? We didn't break the oath. And they're just all dead, and he's talking about, like, the main character is just, like, it's just, like, a really short story, and the main character is kind of just, like, sitting there going through the wreckage of his life, but wondering, like, I was raised to be a martyr, to, like, give up my life for everything, and you're telling me an entire family essentially built their identity around destroying evil magic users by literally destroying their entire family over generations, over and over again, and learning fuck all from it. And he's just like, never again. And so he burns the building along with, what? Oh, wait. There's the cloak guy. He burns the building with the last, like, notes on the ritual. He specifically doesn't read how to do the ritual and destroys the last copies of it. Because he's gotten this whole notes of, like, how their family technically intermarried with them years ago and you can claim the title and our families will be one. And if it's ever needed again, you know, you'll have the ritual in case it ever gets that bad again and it's ever needed. And having gone through this, having become this forced chosen one, he instead decides to stop it because no evil is so great that an entire family should be raised as a martyr. Like, there were children, there were innocents, and they were all essentially told that their deaths were for the greater good. Their family would still somehow find a way to continue on. And then eventually the whole family would die again. And it really does question the whole greater good narrative. Arguing that, like, any family that raises itself on the idea of martyrdom, sacrificing countless potentials, all just to guarantee that eventually someone else will come around and kill some great evil they can't stop. Like, at what point do the costs over the centuries outweigh the evil you have thwarted? At what point do the bodies become too many?
Gabriel.
Because the whole point was that you had to kill everyone who bore the family name, which is why the only times that the family was retaken up was when it was like people who had married out of the family who claimed the title through descendants or through ancestry.
Cole ends up eating it all.
It was this really interesting story that kind of critiques the idea of, like, banking everything on a chosen one, which a lot of fantasy stories tend to do. It almost felt like a direct critique of Harry Potter to a certain extent, actually. And, like, the whole chosen one narrative in that one. It was pretty good. I forget what it was called. I mostly remember it because I've been thinking about it again recently. Cannot remember what it was called or where I read it. But yeah, it was pretty good. Win the token. Okay, so we can win a token by doing a strength game.
No juice. This whole area is out of power.
Okay, so we gotta turn the generator back on first, I guess. Oh yay, more creepy dolls. These really do look like they're right out of Five Nights at Freddy's. They fit right in with the Freddy cast. Especially with all the withered... Oh joy, they just have a lot of robot clowns. No, we do not need robot clowns. I'm sorry, we just don't. Freddy also made that mistake. We do not need robot clowns. They're off-putting. What is wrong with this circus? Then again, it's on an island of cultists, so... Okay. So I can use the... I probably can use the candy stick to meet cotton candy. Eventually. I need to figure a way to restore power to everything, though, first. Psycho, creepy zombie clowns from outer space, in space. Alright, we've got a lot of notes here. Oh! Bull. Ah, of course, we got another jump button because we can grab that. Yeah, I really don't want to turn the power back on, but I don't think I have a choice. Typical. Okay, so in order to get a ticket to move on, I have to be able to... Oh, you're a crow. Crows, guide me to what I need to see. Show me the way. This is the way. The crows have shown me. This is indeed the way. We just must find where they're calling from. Win the token.
My feathered friend here could give it a shot.
Hello. Good boy. Good boy. You're my spirit animal. Okay, so what do I do specifically? It's pop the balloon? I like how you can still see me controlling it from below. Hey! I love how the token appears without anyone doing anything. Just magically appears. This is a haunted, cursed carnival. Truly. Yeah, no, I could have figured that was too small. Ooh, maybe I can grab that item like this. No? Really? I feel like this is just arbitrary. That's just arbitrary. That totally should have worked. This is just arbitrary bullshit. Oh, wait. Oh, come on! Why can't he grab that? This is bullshit. I should be allowed to grab that ticket. That's bullshit. Game just did... The designers genuinely did not think you would use the crow to try and solve that. That's hilarious. Okay, so maybe we try this way. In space! Alas, nothing. Whoa. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Come on. Don't be like that, game. I was trying to back up. Meanie. And now it's loading. And loading. And loading. Okay. So, that didn't work. Let's try over here. Ah!
Turns out the secret of the great lemonade isn't just lemons.
I'm going to the MTG pre-release tomorrow. I am as well. I'm excited. Strixhaven looks like a lot of fun. Dragon College is going to be an awesome set. Let's be real. Strixhaven is a really cool set. Apparently there's even a D&D book. Like a D&D. Because D&D has all the magic settings now, in case you didn't know, Frederick. They have Theros and Strixhaven. And I think even Ravnica has a D&D book, actually, now. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, creepy robots are spying on me. I'm aware. Look, game, if you want me to freak out with the robots, I'm sorry. You got me with the clown robots, because clown robots, obviously. But, like, you're going to do more than just have the robots creepily staring at me before darting away into the shadows. I've already had to deal with them exploding my face for a few minutes. You gotta work on that. Also, why does this clown have goddamn vampire fangs? Like, seriously, they were just trying to make this place a haunted carnival, weren't they? What are they flocking about? Maybe there's something up here? Or down here, maybe. Oh, maybe I catch a fish. Maybe I can catch a fish. That'd be kind of cool, right? Come on, fishies. Jump again for me. No? Come on. Jumpy, jumpy. Ah, damn it. No, I got it! Nice! Haha! Ooh, it's a rare achievement, too. Wait, I don't... Oh! I love when I get an achievement like nobody gets. So I just got an achievement that only 4% of people have gotten. Nice! I did not even read that. I literally was just like, yep, that looks like something I can do. I want to try it. Maybe it'll be a solution to one of the puzzles. Because, you know, there were all the crows flocking about. They're my sign, baby. Once it's a clown in an armored ice cream truck with 2 miniguns with a burning head. I'm not scared. Why are you not scared? That's like the heavy metal guy, the fucking Chuckles or whatever. Like, I would be extra scared of him. He's extra messed up. Alright, so we've got all of this. Now, let's see. We still need to get the power back on over here. I don't really know how to do that, though. Like, is there a machine I need to pull specifically for this thing? Or... because a lot of this place still seems to have power, so I don't know why this area doesn't have power. Maybe I can go into one of these trailers? No, it doesn't look like it. Gotta be tiny to fit in there. These were the children's trailers. Yeah, probably. Probably. Either that or animal trailers. Gotta get the power back up. I wasted Dawson's on them in Kiss Psycho Circus. Take to waste one... whatever subtitle was there. Captain Newfish, hero or villain? Renowned for aboard the Great White with the Redler family. Known for his years of traveling the world with John Redler in search of mystical relics and artifacts, Newfish's current activities have raised suspicions. Each month he brings dozens of children to Godstone, claiming they are orphans of war refugees. However, an increasing number of disappearances at Godstone orphanages led speculation about his true intentions. Both Newfish and Amelia Redler have declined to comment on these allegations, leaving the community with growing concerns. Yeah, extra sus. He was looking for his chosen one, I suppose. Twisted Metal reference. And Kiss Psycho Circus was the game. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, so the bin, I think we use the sugar on. Obviously, we pour... No? Okay, maybe we put the fuse or the engine part. Okay. Nothing happens. Maybe we add the sugar here? No, okay, that doesn't work. By the way, Kiss game has Dragon Head as a flamethrower in it. Wait, it does? Oh, shit. Now I need to play the Kiss game. That's a sentence I didn't expect to see. You know, one of the main reasons I know about Kiss as a kid, because that was, I feel like they were kind of like, you know, a bit old news. I know them from two things. The Scooby-Doo Kiss crossover with the vampire guy and everything. And also, the Timmy Turner thing, where they were like a major part of the movie. Do you guys remember the Timmy Turner movie, the Fairly Odd Parents like big movie event? Not the one with the wish cupcake, but the one where like Timmy was a chosen one, but it turns out he's actually not the chosen one. He just looks a lot like the chosen one. It's a boomer shooter. I really recommend it. Okay, okay. Let's see. Main event. Get there. Alright, I don't have anything for the booth yet. Well, they have robots in cages. How original. I'm trying to find the last piece of the cotton candy machine. Not sure why I need to find the last piece of the cotton candy machine, but I'm kind of just following interactables at this point. You ever get to that point? I feel like adventure games inevitably come down to like, I don't understand why this thing wants me to interact with it, but I clearly don't have an item to interact with it yet, so I need to keep using stuff until I eventually do. Okay, wait, I heard a bird. Heard a bird. Where are you, my dear crow? My dear friend. Show me the way, oh great crow of the skies. Show me the way. Show me the way. Do I need to like send it underneath this, or? No, I don't think I send it that way. I know that much. I love how the moment I hear a crow, I'm like, my spirit animal is calling me. I must send my spectral crow onward to investigate. It is of the utmost importance.
A merry-go-round, but it's as still and silent as the rest of this place.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to use time magic to move a merry-go-round. That's hilarious. Hey, got the other gear. Oh, I can't move it anymore? That's it? You give me the power to move the merry-go-round, you don't use it as like an interactable way to like, you know, get through an area or something. That would have been like a cool nexus point to like kind of grade off areas. Oh, come on. Waste of potential there. Waste of potential. I guess my specialty truly are. It hangs there along with docent other recommendations. Your vault recommendations with games literally drowning when others die from thirst. I guess my specialty truly are video games, ain't they? I mean, yes, you give me a lot of recommendations, and I very much am thankful for it. I get a lot of good stuff from it, don't get me wrong. But, at the same time, it's a lot of recommendations. Oh, I've actually never had cotton candy on, like, a candy stick. That's kind of cool. So, like, the stick is actually made, or is the stick paper? Oh, it's like a candy cane. That's a smart idea. They have, like, a candy cane for the cotton candy. That's kind of clever. I like that. Like, see, carnivals need little things like that. The power just went off, and I'm not sure why. See, the power just went off, and now there are robots running around. Great. Gotta love when the power mysteriously goes off. So now I'm about to get blown up or something. I really hope not. Okay, so are you happy now? I have candy for you.
Tommy, I got this for you. Now, can you tell me more about what happened here?
Thank you, Alan. Years ago, we were all friends.
Okay.
Whitney, Rowan, Cole, Orna, Gabrielle, and me.
Okay, so there's 6 of you, but 5 chosen.
Right here. But now, everything's
I thought there were only
changed.
5
What
chosen.
exactly did Gabriel do?
Gabrielle! He doomed
Doomed
us
us
all
all
to
to
this
this
curse.
curse.
Now everything's so twisted. Rowan has become monstrous.
I've been told Rowan is taking care of
Something.
Yes.
Wait, you never had
It's
cotton
hard.
candy on a stick? No, I
She's
had it
been
on like
searching desperately.
I've had it on like a paper stick,
What
you know, like
about
one of those like
Gabriel?
paper cones.
Where is he now?
But not like on candy cane.
Gabrielle is the reason we're cursed. Take this.
Okay. Fun, I guess? Can you tell me anything else? No. Okay, you're just gonna keep ranting about Gabriel cursed you. Got it. I love how we turned away. Like we were giving the ghost the privacy. It's like we were giving the ghost the privacy to vanish without us seeing him. Like, the only reason you could possibly want to do that is to give the ghost privacy before he vanishes. Oh, it's so weird. Oh, can I not do the tokens now? Oh, I think I messed up something. Now I can't do the weird token thing. All the machines have been turned off. I progressed too far, I think. Oh, well. What a respectful protagonist. I know. Being so respectful to the ghosts. Balloon house. Hammer. Need to find the sugar is missing. Okay, let's go through this other gate, I guess. We're not there. Here? So I guess this blue ticket will take us down this way. I'm guessing we can't go back, can we? No, no, we can go through now. We've unlocked it. I'm not really sure how that's supposed to work, but sure. Lots of missing kids. Gotta love that. It's staring in my eyes. I really don't like that. Really don't like that, but I don't really have a choice there. I mean,
animatronic prison.
Prison? Why? What's the point? I get they were exploding, but you kind of designed them that way. Might be your fault. To be fair, I haven't had cotton candy that often. I've only ever had cotton candy like 1 or 2 times. Ah, we can put the fuse in here and get power back to the whole area.
The circus is back in town.
Lupion. Yeah, he's dead. Please don't send a skeletal lion after me. Actually, what am I saying? A skeletal lion would be awesome. Please send a skeletal lion after me, game. Guys? Where did all the animatronics go? No. No. More exploding assholes. How do they get out of their cages? Bullshit. I call bullshit on this. I call bullshit on this. Ugh. I knew this kind of thing was going to happen. A part of me knew. A part of me was like, yeah, this figures. But this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Now I get to avoid them for the rest of their time. You know what? I don't feel like doing this right now. We'll come back to this a bit later. I think this is a good place to stop for the night. We have gotten a decent way through. I feel like we're like probably like over halfway through the game at this point, actually. So I guess I will see you guys all next time, and we will continue our walk down this very weird road on Thursday. On Tuesday, we'll be doing more Ninja Gaiden. Damn it, Nerdo Dragon. I like the game, so we're gonna continue. Sometimes. Bye.